Yo, welcome back to the Hotshot Haven, man. We riding, coming to South Florida. Finna go grab a Sprinter van. Then we're gonna go grab another load coming out of play where they pretty much say you can't find no load. Once again, we're gonna talk to you a little bit about tabs, man. Trans Am Financial Services. Now, in one of my videos, I talked about tabs, and I had an individual comment under the video that, you know, tabs is a ripoff. And, you know, I believe he was making reference to the percentage fee that's charged on the invoices. And I'm gonna take you in a moment and I'm gonna show you something. Really, the fees aren't bad at all. On $1,000, you could be anywhere from $35 to $50 to get that $1,000. Well, I'm gonna show you in just a moment through the different programs that Tabs offers, especially the fuel program, how I'm gonna get those $35 to $50 back in one stop. Y'all think it's a game, but let's just say you sent that $1,000 invoice to the EFS card and it's sitting there on your account. It's ready for you to pull up at the truck stop and fuel. Well, they got a humongous fuel network that's just not Pilot, Flying J, TA, and the regular ones, man. They got everything from Roadhouse to Casey's to a lot of places. And I'm actually headed to the 595 truck stop in David, Florida. And we finna show you something, man. And this real life, real time. And when I tell you business economics is the way to look at this stuff, because when I paid the factoring fee, and let's just say we sent that invoice in and got, let's say $950 back. Let's say we got $950 back. I'm finna show y'all at this pump how I'm gonna save almost that $50 back in one fueling. And you think about how many times you'll fuel off that $1,000, or you can go in the store and just get the money. But I'm just saying, with that being on the card and you pulling that at one of the available fuel stops, you save anywhere from, I think the lowest I've seen is 28 cents all the way up to 98 cents. One fuel stop in particular out west, you save $1.14. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, you could get that invoice and process that invoice for $1,000, get $950 back, and basically fuel 2 times with your auxiliary tank. Let's just say you fuel 2 times and you pumped 100 gallons. And if you saving, let's just say 75 cents a gallon, and you pump 100 gallons, you're gonna save $75. Meanwhile, for those 100 gallons, you probably pay $190 out of your $950. Let's just say $200. So that's $750. Well, you just got your money back and some, and you in the loop to save even more money if you would like to in the process of the week. Sometimes I just send one invoice to the EFS card and use it for fuel, knowing that in a week that I'm normally going to spend $700, $800, $900, I'm only going to spend $600, $700, $800. You know, so like I said, in business economics, you got to think about the math, the numbers associated with what you're doing and how it affects your business. And for God's sake, I'm just gonna be honest with you. The person that, you know, put that down under there, this is one of the same people that have given Enterprise over $13,500 in less than 6 months to drive a pretty truck and be charged by the mile. So when we talk about rip-offs, you know what I'm saying, we're not gonna say it's a rip-off. we're gonna say that everything has its time and purpose. If you want to rent a truck, there's a time and a place to rent a truck. And I said I'm gonna do a video about buying, leasing, and owning, and when to do that. There is a time and a place to rent a truck, but driving across country and really high shotting and freight hauling all the way back and forth across the country at a rate per mile, it doesn't make sense to pay somebody a rate per mile to be in their truck. You're basically a leased on operator. You're basically leased on to enterprise as well as the company you're leased on to, because you owe them a percentage of your load. Whether you know it or not, you give them a percentage of your load every time you subtract those 13 to 18 cents off each mile rate that you take. So, you know what I'm saying, in business economics, you know what I'm saying, I would be the one to sit down and do the numbers before you call something a ripoff, because enterprise ain't got shit for you. Enterprise gonna take care of day truck. Enterprise gonna take care of day stuff, and when you mess it up, they gonna take that money out of your $3,500 deposit, and we're gonna see about the difference in that. But one thing about it, this ain't about that, this ain't about that video. You know what I'm saying? This is about tabs and trying to save money by making money, and making money by saving money. It ain't hard. It's just simple economics that a lot of people keep seeming to miss the mark on. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how many years you've been out here and how many years you've been doing this. Years of time and seniority means nothing if you haven't learned shit. You ain't learned shit. You still doing the same thing a person been out here 6 months would do, and it's years later, you might want to find something else to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, man, we're gonna show y'all a little demonstration on how you recoup that money that everybody said, hey, you know, I ain't gonna even say everybody, just, you know, individuals like, hey, that's a rip-off, and I know they trying to be helpful from their own experiences. But one thing about it, being in economics, you gotta do creative money management and creative accounting. You have to count every dime for what it is, and that's important. So get what? I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna cut clip off. I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna show y'all, and we're gonna run the numbers and see what it is. I'm gonna pull up. I'm probably gonna get about 50 gallons. 50 gallons, and let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens in the midst of seeing if this is what you want to do or not. Because one thing about it, I processed that invoice 30 minutes ago, and I just put it on the card with the rest of the money. But at the same time, you got an option to send it to the bank. You got an option to, like I said, send it to the card, go get it cash right then. You can pump through with it at a substantially discounted rate. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of options. Like I said, you could delay fund it where they won't even charge you a factoring fee. See, that's the key part. If you can wait, you can wait. If you can't, okay. Noble Enterprise, how may I help you?
Yeah, how you doing today?
All right, yourself?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I got your number from Emmanuel. He usually like transports vehicles for me, but he's out as of right now because he had an accident. So he gave me your number, and I was just wondering if you could pick something up from Florida.
In a half mile at the interchange.
Yeah, what type of vehicle is it?
It's actually a stepvan. It's one of those you know those USPS delivery trucks.
Oh, I already. When is it have to pick up?
So it needs to be picked up.
At the interchange 990 I-595. Follow signs for 9A. Then use the right lane to keep left in the fork.
What was that again, sir? Your phone cut out for a second.
So it's ready for pickup right now. I have 2 days to pick it up without accruing any fees. It's actually at a cool park facility.
Okay, what city?
It's in near Tampa, Florida. I think Riverdale is the name of the city, but it's near Tampa, Florida.
Okay, and that step truck, how long is it, sir?
I think it's like 20 feet long.
20, 37. Oh man, I would actually be over on that one, man, with my deck space and everything. I wouldn't be able to fit it. I actually have a a Sprinter van I'm picking up right now in Delray, man. It wouldn't fit at the same time.
Got it. Do you know anybody else who might be in that direction?
Yeah, I actually do.
Hold
on. Let's see if Nick is over here, man. Nick is from Georgia, but he runs Florida a lot. And he actually does cars. He got 53 foot.
Oh, okay, cool. What do you have his contact?
Yeah. His name is Nick, and his number is
Call. I appreciate you.
Hey, no problem. Hopefully you can get it done today, man. And best wishes, bro.
Thank you, sir.
All right. At the pump, about to go pick up this load. Stopped off at that 595 truck stop. Gonna get a little 250 cash in van, little pocket money, and no, little 200. My bad, 200. Little 200 cash in van. And said dispense truck fuel, see cashier for receipt. This ain't no pilot, this ain't no Flying J, this ain't no TA, there's a truck stop, but this apply to a whole lot of regular gas stations, see? And that's the thing I want y'all to realize, is that this applies to a lot of places. Let me get my glove. Post the price on the pump at $262. Now we're gonna pump, we're gonna see how many gallons we get, we're gonna see what happens when we go outside and get the receipt. Now, we just gonna say we ran a $1,000 invoice and got back $950. They took $50 from us. We finna see what happened on this first fuel fill up. Hey, it's real, man. And at the end of the day, and I ain't say, half of them of us can't count. See, that's the biggest problem with accounting. You gotta be able to count. Now let's take a moment to look at this receipt. Now this is at that fuel stop, man. You see Noble Enterprise LLC. That's me. Hey, get what, Jonathan? Hey, quantity 50 gallons. $131 at the pump as advertised with a $200 cash van, and total should be $331.53 when I look at my EFS card, because all this was done again from one card. Okay, now in accounting, let's look at this actual transaction report from the EFS card. As you can see, it's $293.59. Down from the $331.53. So that's instant savings of the amount of money, as you see down at the bottom in the subtitles. Also, you got to take note that that cash advance was still free, so you add that together and you are in about $43 and some change, almost $44. And as we can see, earlier I stated that they only took $35 from me. So if you do accounting, you know this is a good thing, because you just changed the rate in which that variable cost hits your books. So in the grand scheme of things, you just made $8 doing what you were going to do anyway. I hope this is easy for anybody to see and not too complicated, because
There's some people saying it's a ripoff, but evidently they hadn't did a cost analysis of what they doing anyway, because the shit they doing is ripoff if you doing it the way they doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, to each his own, but we about $1 over here, man. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's strictly business, and if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So I hope this video took time, and I took time out to show y'all really what it is and what it ain't, and how you can make it be what you want it to be. Once again, it's been Jonathan from the Hotshot Haven. Hey, man, keep the wheel turned the right side down. Hustle, 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 hustle. Can't nobody hustle this shit like you, man. And get what? I'm going to say it again. Partial, 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 nigga. Hey, get what? Do your thing. Hey, keep it going. God bless. Keep the wheel turned the right side down. And we'll holler at you. Peace.